Hello, I want to thank everybody who has read and commented on my 10 reasons not to attend voiceover conferences article that came out on the very first day of the One Voice conference in Dallas. If you haven't read it, just go to nethervoice.com, my website, and it is the cover story. Even Hugh Edwards, the CEO of the One Voice conference, wrote some comments as he was preparing for the opening of the One Voiceover conference. Man, what a commitment! One of the things he stressed was that people don't have to attend the event in person, but they can sign up for the program online at a reduced rate. And what's even better, when you do so, you get access to the whole One Voice library of all presentations at all previous conferences, making this an incredible deal. Of course, you'll miss out on the special energy you feel when you attend in person and the silent disco, but if you're an introvert like me, you probably don't mind that much. Now, a lot of comments revolve around the perceived ROI of conferences, or lack thereof, the return on investment. It was fun, said one of the commentators, but in the end I didn't book any jobs as a result of going to a conference. Well, what did you expect? It's not a job fair. It's an educational experience. But where else would you get the chance to meet casting directors, agents, and fellow voice actors? At the last VO Atlanta, I took the elevator with a well-known agent, and she asked me if I had any representation. I told her I have over 10 agents and they all send me the same jobs, and we left it at that. But what an opportunity if you're not represented. Those are the contacts that you make, and those are golden, and you never know what they lead to. Now, why would it be important for me to make a positive impression on fellow voice actors? Aren't they my competition, you say? Not at all, unless they speak Dutch, but the majority of the jobs I book are the result of referrals from fellow voice actors who had some kind of interaction with me or who attended one of my presentations. Now, I can never say whether or not a new job is directly the result of going to a conference, but those who choose not to go have closed that door ahead of time. Then there's the category of people who accuse the conference organizers of being greedy money grabbers and accuse the presenters of trying to sell their services. Now, to address the last thing first, the presenter agreement at VO Atlanta explicitly forbids speakers to sell anything to anyone at the conference. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing at the One Voice conference, and if you saw any selling happening, you should have noticed the organizers immediately. Now, those who say that conferences are only lining the pockets of the people organizing these events, they have no idea how slim the margins are and how expensive it is to put on an event like this. And also making these events available in a virtual format. Paying for the hotel alone is an astronomical bill. Every free cup of coffee that you drink has to be paid for and costs close to what you'd pay for a glass of champagne. Really, it's all about the markups for these venues. And if you believe in decent pay for decent work, you have to agree that presenters deserve to be paid for their contributions. They make the conference. And when I say contributions, they are paid not only for their presentations, but for being available during the entire conference. And from my own experience, I can tell you, it is so much fun, but it is also so much hard work. Oh my gosh, yes, it is. And lastly, I really don't like this what's in it for me attitude. When I go to a conference, I never ask, how much do I get? But how much can I give? I do well as a voice actor, content creator and coach, and part of my success can directly be attributed to my colleagues who've helped me when I didn't know anything about anything. Now, going to conferences taught me so much in a short amount of time. I'll never be able to repay those who have supported me other than by paying it forward. And if I get a little personal, during my last conference in Atlanta, my father-in-law passed away and I had a choice to make. Do I stay at the conference or do I leave? J. Michael Collins, whom some think is one of those money grabbers, offered to fly me back home early so I could be there with my family. Private car service to and from the airport included. In the end, I decided to stay and fulfill my commitment because I didn't want to disappoint the people that had been looking forward to my presentations and panels. And I'm not sharing this because I want you to feel sorry for me or admire me for my selfless acts. I'm sharing this to tell you how much my community means to me. They are like family, and if you speak badly of my family, you're insulting me personally. So are these conferences worth it? It all depends on your definition of worth, doesn't it? As I said in my last story, I will often see the same people coming back again and again, and they are either very misguided or they are getting something out of the entire experience that equals or exceeds the price of entry. These meetings are not for everybody, but no one ever claimed they were. I wrote my article not to denigrate these events, but to give those a voice for whom attending a conference may be a challenging thing, a challenge they cannot overcome. I hope this clears a couple of things up. As always, thank you for listening, and see you soon.